I sit upright, allow the mind to become quiet. And then I look at myself. That is the chakshushaha chakshuhu, the eye of the eye. As I look at myself. It is worth noting that as I look at myself, the world simply comes to an end. Just vanishes. This shows that the world hangs by the thread of the consciousness that I am. The moment I look at myself, I have withdrawn my knowingness from the world, and therefore the world vanishes. If you dwell on this truth, it is not difficult to understand that I am the center of the world. The world emerges out of my consciousness is sustained by the consciousness that I am, and resolves in myself when I look at myself. That is a discovery. As I look at myself, I encounter the body, this body. Material body. A tool of action. Product of tamoguna, inertia. As I further look within, I encounter prana, the vital force in the body. Making multiple functions possible. Like walking, holding with hands, speaking, seeing, hearing, breathing in and out, digesting the food. The entire physiology. The life process. Is prana. And prana is activity. Product of rajoguna. Activity. I am aware of the body. Body is known to my awareness. I am aware of the prana. Prana is also known to my awareness. As I look further within, I encounter the mind, the cognitive power. The mind cognizes sounds and forms, tastes and touch and smells. And also mind thinks. And also knows and accumulates knowledge as memory. All knowledge is memory. And I am aware of this cognitive power, this power of knowledge, which is memory. Again, all this is known in my awareness, to my awareness. And this is sattva guna. I am aware of the sattva guna and its operation. in this body-mind. Thus, I stand apart from the mind and its functions also. Aprāṇah amanaḥ. I am not the prana and I am not the manaḥ. Subhraḥ. Entirely free from the opposites. The opposites are in the mind and in the body-mind. And I am free from the opposites. Subhraḥ. Prāṇo yamana subhraḥ. That is myself. I have to learn to embrace myself, to be myself. Instead of struggling to fit into the non-self. Aprāṇah amanaḥ subhraḥ aham. Relax. Sit at ease and relax. Open the eyes slowly. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shrutis Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram nirguṇo niṣkriyo nityaha nirvikalpo niraṃjanaḥ nirvikāro nirākārah nityamukto'smi nirmalaḥ nityaha. I am nitya. Means I am eternal. Eternal is the translation. You need some translation, you know. Suppose you say you don't like the word eternal, then you don't have a word eternal for nitya. You have to say nityamukto'smi. So nitya is eternal. But then the present, what is eternal? The present as we know it, the present, is not real present. Because the present as we know it, as we understand it as we know it, that is good enough. And the way we live the present is always the continuation of the past. People should understand. You have to really pay attention to understand some of these things. You wake up and say, my house. In that, house is past, my is also past. Even my is not present. What is that my? Means the person. The person who owns the house, who is married to a woman, who is the father of her children, is he the present or the past? Past, right? Therefore, but I am present. Yeah, you are present, but the past continuing as the present. Today, 25th anniversary of my marriage. Are you present or are you past? You are the past. I am. This is the lineage. The grandfather, great-grandfather, father, and myself. Is that present or past? Past. And I complain. Please bear with me. I have come across many students of Vedanta who study Vedanta texts. And of course, the acharyas who teach Vedanta texts. I have not yet seen one person to address this issue. So you join the Veda as a Vedanta student. Now this Veda, if this is the fate of the Vedanta student, what to speak of the worldly people? The Vedanta student joins Vedanta course. Is he the present or is he the past? He is the past. He introduces himself there. I came from Andhra Pradesh or Telangana or Punjab. My name is so-and-so. My parents are this, my parents are that. I have studied BCom or BTech. And then my name is this, my gotra is this. People go to the temple and tell their gotra. So, and then I came here to study Vedanta with the Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is teaching Vedanta for 40 years. What a sad state of affairs. So now what we have done is, we have put Vedanta into the present, which is continuation of the past. Now the word nityaha comes. What will you do with that word? Problem, you know. So this morning, I am going to challenge you on this topic of time. So be prepared for some challenge. So I suggest you are a product of the past. As a person, of course, body is the product of the past. As body, you are product of the past. As a manaḥ, what are you? Product of the past. As manaḥ, you are not only the product of the family and of the society, you are the product of the universal consciousness of 1,000,000 years. You understand that? Because you speak Telugu. Telugu is not present, Telugu is past. How much past Telugu is? Maybe 50,000 years or 100,000 years. Past Telugu is. All that evolution of language is in your brain cells. And you identify with it. You are identifying with the past. Therefore, I suggest you are, as a person, you are the result of the past, the product of the past. And your personality, your existence as a person is founded on the past. Okay? And you don't mind my saying a few things, okay? This is a challenging class. Even for me it is a challenging class. You are the outcome of yesterday. Right? Do you agree with me? Now the challenge is, can you step out of time? you are ingrained, absorbed, or stuck, or entangled, enmeshed in time as past. Time is past. Okay? And time is past. That is what you know. The present moment, that particular moment is not time, it is timeless. Time is past. And you, a product of the past, a child of the past, if I may say so. Okay? So, can you step out of the time? Can you? Not chronologically. Now it is 11:35 and I will conclude the class by 10:35. I will conclude the class by 11:30 and then we will go for lunch. Then after lunch we go home, take a nap and all that. That is chronological. I am not asking you to step out of the chronological time. Not necessary. Can you step out of the time psychologically? Can you?
Yes.
Thank you. So, you can step out if you are vitally interested. Then only you can step out. But suppose you say, I am the guru for 30 years. I made all these things, and I am planning all this for the future. I have done 112 Gita Jnana Yajnas. Now, am I stepping out of the time, or am I putting myself further into the morass of time? That's why Vedanta is difficult to teach genuinely. It is not easy, because you have to. It is like walking on the eggshells. The moment you put a step, 10 shells will break. And you put another step, another 10 shells will break. It is an iconoclastic job. My complaint is, you establish yourself thoroughly, completely, in the embrace of time. And you do not want to wriggle out of it, you do not want to question it. But you want Ātmajnānam. ये क्या है? ये personal property है क्या Ātmajnān? You will get it like an inheritance from the parents or what? When you are not willing to step out of the time, so you see, you have to sacrifice. You have to step out. You see, we used to run for, in the summer holidays, we used to run for a movie. The touring talkies movie. Movie means don't think that some of these plexus and all that. Touring talkies. It is made up of a thatched hut. It is a thatched hut converted into a movie theatre. And if the thatch has a hole, you can peep through that also. So we used to run to those movies. But it is now time, joined college. Then somebody told, you cannot run to movies like that as you did in the summer. So then it occurred, yes, the college, all the subjects we have to study. The first subject is heat in physics, very special subject. We have to study well, no more movies. So do I deny to myself or not? Don't I step out of my old thinking and my old habits? So can you do that when you come to Vedanta? Can you do that? Can you step out of the time psychologically? You can. When you are vitally interested, you step out of time. For example, when not necessarily in Vedanta, in anything, you are looking at, say, Jupiter through telescope. Did you not step out of time? You are not the person anymore. Don't you do that? Is it not so? When you are vitally interested, what is this Jupiter? And you are looking at it through a telescope. You are not in time anymore. You have stepped out of time. But I am sorry to say this, but when you enter into a temple to do a ritual, you do not step out of time, you step further deep into the time. I am son of so-and-so, husband of so-and-so, and Gotra, you want 100 generations back person also you bring in, saying that I belong to this Gotra, this Kula, this caste, this, that. You push yourself further into the time. Therefore, you have to understand, if you are vitally interested, you can step out of time. So if you are to, for example, if you want to know, I have to know myself, Atma, that is myself. What is myself? I am deeply interested. In doing so, you step out of time. You are not anymore the product of time. Time has the past. The only time that we know is the past. Okay, that's why these people who claim that they will predict this, predict that, you please take it, you please think about it, they don't know anything. It is business for them. They don't know anything. Now, he is doing business and he wants customers. Any business person wants customers. And so even if I convert Vedanta teaching into a business, I need customers. Right? Suppose I open yoga studio, don't I need customers? I pay rent and all that for it. I need customers. Suppose I open a place, Vedanta teaching center, I need customers. Right? Anyway, therefore, when you are vitally interested, so you are willing to step out of time. So I was saying these people who claim that they know your future, they know your future. They don't know their future. They know your future. They are so unsure of their future. That's why they are trying to take some money out of your pocket and put in their money, so that they are trying to secure their future. They are uncertain of their future, insecure about their future. They are trying to secure their future, and therefore they want to tell you your future. Look at this. It is business. Therefore, nobody knows time as future. Only, you can make some intelligent predictions like the meteorologists, etc. do. That is all right. That is, nobody calls it a prediction. So, anyway, so coming back to the point, if you are vitally interested, you can step out of the time. In fact, in your own experience, whenever you are vitally interested, whenever, you do step out of the time. And when you step out of the time, you take a stride into timeless being. That is what you do. And that is the Atma, which is always with you. You need not get it. It will get you if you give it a chance. How to give a chance? You must willingly step out of time. But I tell you, you believe me, many people, including many students and acharyas of Vedanta, don't want to step out of the time. They don't want, because they have heavily invested in time. You got the point? Suppose I say, Aham Brahmanaha, and then Bharadvaja Sagotraha. Now, how can I step out of time? I am proud of my Gotra and my caste. Can I step out of time? I am proud of the things that I made, the buildings that I constructed. Can I step out of the time? I am proud that I married this lady for the last 25 years. Can I step out of the time? So when you invest heavily, that emotional investment, when you invest, and I said emotional, like I am married at 25 years, etc. But sometimes it is not emotional, it is ideological. I belong to the great culture of Hinduism or Christianity or something else. I belong to that culture, and it is my duty to pass on that culture to the next generation. And it is the great culture in this world. Can I step out of time? You cannot step out of time. In all likelihood, you don't want to step out of time, and therefore you cannot step out of the time. Right? So what happens is a person is celebrating 25th marriage anniversary, and he is celebrating in the august presence of the Swamiji Maharaj. And he brings and gives a nice chocolate and cake to Swamiji. Now Swamiji also pulled into the time. Because you cannot say, this is not the way to do it. You have to step out of the time. If you say that to him, his wife will become very angry with you. And the entire group sitting there, they look at you as a spoil sport. Therefore, go along with the stream and step into the time and enjoy the ice cream and go to your room. Because nobody is willing to step out of time. Because they have heavily invested in time. So people have to understand. Then you say you belong to such and such religion. I suggest you do not belong to such and such religion. Your parents belong to such and such religion. Are you not the product of your parents' beliefs? They are not your beliefs. You see, in the childhood, we used to put marks on the face so that the parents believe that we have done the puja, etc., and they will give us food. So the marks on the face you put more. And when we expect some reverence or some good dakshina, put more stronger marks on the face. So, therefore, we are the product of parents' beliefs, parents' habits. And if you do not believe the way your parents believed, they would scold you. And sometimes they would punish you. Hey, I'll beat you, go and do puja. Right? The religion. That is how, even in our worship of God, we are the product of the past. Suppose you worship Vishnu, are you not the product of the past? Which was started some 1,000 years back, and it has acquired various additional nuances and all that. And what you have, the belief, the religion that you receive is a product of 1,000 years, and you become part of it. Where is the present in it? You are a product of the past. And so, you see, sometimes the past is modified in conjunction with the present, sometimes. Okay? So, for example, we do some rituals in India in a particular way. When we come to America, those same rituals we do, but slightly modified. Slightly modified. Like flowers. In India, we worship the God with certain flowers, but when we come here, we worship a different set of flowers. Because the flowers which are available in this climate, in this place, we use them. Whereas in India, we use different set of flowers. Means it is the past modified in conjunction with the present, right? So similarly, the rituals which were done earlier, they are modified today. Modified. So earlier, like Diwali you take, earlier they used to light a series of lamps. Now they are bursting crackers and other things after the discovery of potassium nitrate in Germany. So now what happened at Deepavali, it is the same Diwali, but from the past modified in conjunction with the present. Therefore, we are essentially the result of all that is past. Our existence as human beings is the result of the past. As a human being, as a person, I am the outcome of the time. I am the outcome of the past. And I am the past. Not even outcome, you drop the word outcome. I am the past, going through the present to become the future. And in future also you will remain the child of the past only. After 1 year, what you will be? You will be still the product of the past. One poet said, past is the river that flows into the present, covers the entire present, and further flows into the future. What you call future is past modified or past rephrased. You phrase, instead of saying, I am your husband for, please don't mind, something I am blabbering. I am your husband for 25 years. After 1 year, you will say, I am your husband for 26 years. Is it the past or future? It is the past only flowing into the future. Mind is past. Knowledge is past. Time is past. You are the past. I am the past. Past is dead. Please don't forget that. Now you have enough reason to step out of time, the psychological time. Otherwise, we are living the life which is already dead. That is what it is. So nitya, I am explaining the word nitya. Therefore, the people are the result of yesterday, which becomes today, and which becomes tomorrow. Now, this is the process of time. What is the process of time? The time is past, becomes the present, and becomes the future also. That is the process of time. Now the question is, can you step out of that process of time? Means, when Sri Krishna says, ajo nitya shashvatoyam purāṇah, is he talking of time? No, he is not talking of time. He is talking of the timeless Atma. And suppose you declare, Sri Krishna lived in Haryana. Haryanavi he is. Kurukshetra is in Haryana, you know. He is a Haryanavi, some 5,000 years back. And so, if that is the language you talk, then you are going into the time only, the process of time only. You have to understand the significance, the profundity of this time issue. You have to understand it. And that's why it is highlighted with a lot of vigor and enthusiasm. You have to understand it, you have to get it, and then you have to step out. You can. So, now suppose you just imagine I wake up and meet everything anew, suppose. Can I? Suppose I wake up. It's a morning. Yesterday 24th, today 25th morning. Is it the way to look at the morning? That is not the way to look at the morning. Or, it is already morning, the sun has come, it is already 6:30, I have to go to the office at 8, maybe breakfast is ready. Is it the way to meet the morning? Or, the sun is rising, I am offering arghya with Gayatri mantra, which I am doing for the last 30 years. Is that the way to meet the sun rising? But that is how we meet everything. You meet the wife through the prism of time, the children through the prism of time, neighbors through the prism of time. You go to the office also through the prism of time. Everything, the past, reserved. You serve the past to yourself all the time. It is like take food from yesterday and day before yesterday and modify it in the microwave oven and serve it. Some people do that. So the wife went to India And before going, she made enough chapatis. Some 40 or 50 of them she made and put in the freezer. So what all he has, and curry also, what all he has to do is take them out and modify in the microwave oven and consume it till she comes back. So, like that, therefore that is what we are doing. In life, we want food fresh, but everything else is the old, the same old thing it is, everything else. And sometimes the old food gets spoiled. Similarly, our relationships also, coming from the old, coming from the past, sometimes they get messed up. Because there is so much burden on that relationship. Oh, when I came to your home, your father did not treat me well. So this is how the relationship is carrying the entire burden of the past. So the question is, can you meet everything anew? You look at a plant, anew, a flower, anew, the person, wife, doctor, children, whosoever is, anew, and see what happens. Means you do not allow the memory to intervene. Memory is the past. You do not see things through the prism of the past or memory. And so when the memory is suspended, you can. So you meet everything anew. So you see, you see how to meet anew without the intervention of the time. How to meet. So suppose now the point is you are meeting, say you are meeting a flower with through the prism of mind. Suppose. Okay, say flower. You meet the flower with the prism of the mind, through the prism of the mind. Then what is it? It is the rose of the plant which I have planted 4 months back in my garden and which I had been putting water all these days. At last it has given a good rose today, and that is how you meet the rose. Are you meeting anew? No. You are meeting the flower through the prism of the past, the memory. Suppose you suspend the memory, and now you are meeting the flower, in which case it is not even a rose. Because rose is also memory. It is not even a rose. If you go one step ahead, if you can, I hope you can understand what I am trying to say, it is not even a flower. Okay, because flower is also memory. It is not even a flower. Then what it is? It is what is. Present. That is the present. It is not what was. It is what is. And what are you? I am what I am. Make it also is, I am what I is. And it is what is. And so now there is no subject-object division also. It is the same Atma. You understand it? Therefore it is so essential to step out of time, which means step out of memory, step out of the past, in order to understand the truth of the self. It is so essential. Can you do that? So how to do that? You have to step out of you should not meet the flower through the prism of thought. You have to suspend the thought and meet it. So how to suspend the thought? I was harping upon it for some time now. See the distinction between awareness or watchfulness versus thinking process. So if you allow thought process to intervene, now you won't meet it anew. You meet it through the prism of the past only and convert it into the past. There is a statement, there is a way of putting it. You kill the present with the past. Got it? That is what people do. You kill the poor flower which is the present with the past. Whereas if you suspend the thought process, How? How to suspend the thought process? Be aware. You got it? Be aware. When you are aware, there is no naming, there is no history, there is no past, there is only pure awareness. So when you are aware, or when you are watchful, that is also when you are alert. When you are alert, you are meeting the flower in you. Okay? You see your own self, Atma, in it. Or you see Brahman in it. That is the Rishi who saw it that way and said, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. What we do, we meet all with the memory of the past, and therefore we see only things of the past, multiple things of the past. That is all we see. We do not see the Brahman, which is all. We do not see the Brahman. Here, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, it is called Bodha Samanadhikaranyam. So, Sarvam is first case, Brahma is first case. So, you use first case both words, in this, not in the sense of Visheshana Visheshya Bhava, Nilo Ghataha, no, not like that. Sarvam, so Brahma means, when I look at it through the prism of time, through the prism of memory, it is Sarvam. Got it? Sarva means multiple, multifarious. Now I dismiss this prism. I put aside this prism and I bring in the awareful, watchful being. That is the prism through which, that is what I bring in the place of the prism of time. So I am aware of it, alertful and watchful, awareful I am, and now I am looking at it. Means you have pushed aside the prism of the time, the prism of the past. Now you are meeting it in you. You understand? So that is what you have to do. When you meet it in you that way, that is timeless meeting. That meeting is timeless. There is no time in it. So when you meet a thing with alertness, awareness, there is no time. Time is gone. For example, the mother meets her son through time. She meets a new person, probably in a timeless way, possible. Therefore, so this is the challenge, whether you can step out of time. Okay? You see, I'll tell you, this may interest you probably, and I'm taking my time because it's a subject is like that. And so I'm not in a big hurry to finish the verse. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do. You see, you examine, you walk, all of you walk, many people walk, and it is highly recommended you walk. Walking is highly recommended. So when you walk, do you have a goal or not? Just let us examine. So I say, I walk, now I started at 5, up to 5:30 I walk. Means you have made a goal in time. Right? Or I walk to the signpost, the stop sign. I walk to the stop sign and come back. Means you have made a goal in space. You made a goal. And now you are walking. Okay? So your walk is a process in time. Okay? Suppose you go for a walk, suppose. No goal, either in space or in time, no goal. You walk. You may end up walking the same length as the other person who walked in the process of time. Okay? You may walk the same time, but you do not have a goal. When there is no goal, you understand there is no time. Because the moment you have a goal, you have created time. So now I am here, I have to reach there, I will reach there after some time. So you created time. And so your walking is a process in time, time-bound process. But suppose there is no goal. I'm just walking for the sake of walking, and even I'm not walking. Walking happens naturally. and I am not walking, and I don't have a goal. Let me walk, no goal. Suppose you walk like that. That walking becomes, it moves into the realm of timelessness. It is called a awareful walking, and then walking becomes a meditation. Okay? Walking becomes meditation. Also, the word meditation, I said, therefore I am saying, all the techniques of meditation are time-bound processes. Like my Kundalini is in the navel today, and I do this meditation for 3 months. My Guru did for 6 months in Himalayas. I may have to do for 3 years here in Hyderabad or Phoenix, and then after the 3 years, the Kundalini will come from here, the navel, to the heart. And they are waiting for that to happen. Now you are doing meditation, Kundalini moving up. It has become a technique, and which is a time-bound process. Is it not so? It will not help you to step out of time. In fact, it will fix you in time. And therefore, you will be doing this meditation technique everlastingly. And if somebody disturbs it, you become angry with that somebody also, that he disturbed your meditation. So, people have to examine all these things. So, we should not put these things into the time-bound process. So, when you are alert, when you are awareful, when you are fresh, meet anew, when you look at everything as fresh, in the real present moment, when you do that, there is no time involved. Means, when there is no time, means you have stepped into the timeless reality, which is waiting there to be embraced by you. Therefore, that's why Bhagavan Buddha used to walk. Whole life he walked. That's why he lived so long. Into ripe old age he lived. And he became sick only for 1 week. And he was sick with some fever. And he was lying down, somebody was doing some help to him. And all people assembled, all the bhikkhus assembled, because they came to know that he is sick. And so, within the week, he is no more. He was walking all life, but there was never a goal in his walking. That's why out of Buddha's life came what is called walking meditation. Some of the Buddhist schools teach it. It is called walking meditation. It came out from Buddha's life. He walks without a goal. He walks, suppose he says, from this village I will go to the next village by lunchtime. That becomes goal. He walks without a goal. You see, I tell you what, just you will be able to see. So I will take a class for 1 hour 15 minutes. I start at 10:15. I will take the class up to 11:30. Okay? Suppose I am conscious of that time-bound process all through the class. Or I am not conscious of time. I am not doing it as a goal of 11:30. I become spontaneous. I step out of the time and I am into it fully. And then suddenly notice the time has happened this much. Don't you see the difference between the two? In one, there is a drag, dragging. And in the other, time flies. And because you are not in time, you are into the timeless reality. So you can do the same thing with reference to walking. Suppose I feel that the students are not paying interest, but then I have to take the class another 15 minutes, then how the class will be? It will be a drag. Therefore, in life, you have to convert the time-bound process into timeless reality. And that means you have to make it spontaneous. Suppose the young man meets his beloved and then looks at the watch, then what does it mean? Suppose you are talking with somebody and then you look at the watch and then that somebody gets hurt or not? I mean, he feels it, he notices it. Why should he notice? Because till then it was timeless, but suddenly you brought time into it. And therefore he doesn't like time. When he is speaking, I should not look at the watch. But I am looking at the watch. Therefore it hurts him. Therefore time hurts you. Time binds you, time hurts you. And you are a jiva only because you are a product of time. If you step out of time into timelessness, you are Brahma, Tattvamasi. It is that simple. Therefore, so this goal, working for the goal admits time. That is what Sri Krishna says. Many people don't understand these things. They misinterpret the verses. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So what is he doing? You live in the bondage of time. You step out of time. How? Karma. Connected to karma. Don't connect it to the phala. Phala is in the future. In connecting to the future, you have converted the present also into the time-bound process. And you created psychological time. Did you not? Don't do that. Don't create psychological time. Don't have the goal which is phala. Don't have that. Okay? Stay with the present. Look at the karma only. And so I am entirely dedicated to karma only, meaning I am not in the process of time. I stepped out of time. That is how you do karma. This kind of karma is called spontaneous karma. It becomes a spontaneous action. Whereas all karma which is performed for a goal, which is called phala, becomes a binding karma. Karma bandha. Follow that? There it is not so much the karma which binds. It is the time that you have introduced into the karma that binds you. Therefore, I will give you two words, becoming versus being. In becoming there is time. In being there is no time. Mind versus the being, alertness. In mind there is time. Thought versus alertness. Thought is time. Alertness is timeless. Very simple. It is there for you to grab it. So, when you just be, there is the cessation of time. When you want to become something, you have admitted time, psychological time into it. Therefore, you are bound. Are you following? Then let me say one thing. Suppose you say, no becoming, let me just be. Okay, means you have dismissed time and you have stepped into the timeless. This is a revolution. This is the revolution that I talk about. You have to revolt. It is not some revolt, some political revolt or some family revolt. It is not that. It is the revolt that happens within you, in your consciousness, because of understanding, because of learning. That is the revolution. And so you dismiss the becoming and abide in the being. That is a revolution. And that is immediate. Immediate. Not that today I do this, in heaven I will get some sukha. It is not like that. It is an immediate revolution. When you step out of time, you are stepping into the timeless reality which is Brahman, and that kind of a stepping into the real is an immediate revolution. That's why you get it now and here, or you don't get it. Suppose you say, okay, now I understand. I will go into timelessness after 2-3 years. I have other things to do in the meanwhile. Means you have introduced a psychological time into it. Okay? You see, time means it won't happen. I'll tell you a story if you don't mind, a small anecdote. See whether it fits into this discussion I am doing. If it doesn't fit, you please tell me. I will be more careful in telling anecdotes in the future. Okay? So, one elderly person living with his wife, he and his wife, in the village. he was doing some agriculture, some farming, a small farmer, and they had one daughter who is married. Now the daughter and the son-in-law, they stay in the nearby town, not nearby, some distance town. And so in those days they used to write a letter, inland letter, card, etc., communication. So one day he went to the field, and the elderly person, he came back by evening from the field. His wife was sitting and crying. This is an Indian way, old-fashioned way. Just to sit in a corner and cry, yo, mo, you like that, you cry. So he came and, hey, what happened? Everything is, generally they ask, everybody is all right because you cry. Somebody cries like that when somebody is no more. Everything is all right, but I got a letter. What letter? Let me see. He takes the letter. Because she is crying, she cannot even explain properly. He took the letter, and there his daughter wrote to the mother, dear mother, your son-in-law wants to take to sannyas. And what will I do now? I'll be left alone. Children are still in the college or whatever. How can he take to sannyas? I was trying to persuade him not to do that. But he seems to be rather stubborn about it. Okay? And you and dad should do something about it. Like that she wrote. What else she can do? She wrote to her mother. He read it. Okay, he put it in we used to put these letters in a corner. One steel, a metal wire is there, you push into that. He did that. She was aghast. Hey, what are you doing? There is no reaction from you. Son-in-law is about to take to sannyas, and daughter writes, you don't have love for the daughter or what? What is this arrogance on your part? Like that she took a class to him. Then he said, he said, don't worry. Why not to worry? She will be alone. He will become a sannyasi. Don't worry, he will not. He will not. Keep quiet, he will not. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure, he will not. She stopped crying. She was kind of perplexed by his courage or his assurance, and therefore she kept quiet. Next day morning again, she asked him, how can you be so sure? Maybe he will take to sannyas. You don't do anything about it. There is nothing to be done about it. He will not take to sannyas, I am telling you. Then he went to the field and he came back. Again, you don't pay attention. You go to the field like as usual, as if nothing has happened. Poor lady, her husband will take. I told you he will not take sannyas. How many times should I tell you? You know all about sannyas or what? You are talking so assured. What about, how do you know all that? No, I know he won't take to sannyas. I know very well. That is not the way to take to sannyas. Then what is the way to take to sannyas? She asked that. She should not have asked. He said, don't ask such questions. Then the day passed. Next day, again morning, again you are going to the field. Yesterday I asked you, what is the way to take to sannyas? If you explain to me, then at least I can rest assured that he will not take to sannyas. I am not yet convinced. Then he said, this is the way to take to sannyas. He went away. That is called timeless. It's a revolution, an immediate revolution. Then to complete the story, then he went away. He did not come back. He went to sannyas. And then the poor lady, what else she can do? She became alone. She went to her daughter's home. And the son-in-law is taking care of wife and mother-in-law for the rest of his life. You got the point? So you should not convert Vedanta into some such thing. You do study Vedanta for 4 years, you will get Atmajnana. You put it into some time-bound process. It is not 10 plus 2 plus 3 kind of thing it is. So it is an immediate revolution. Also, you should stop introducing time, psychological time, not Physical time. Physical time you should be very cautious. Otherwise you will miss the bus or train or flight, whatever. So, you see, karmanyevadhikaraste, I always complain. People don't understand that verse. They talk big things without understanding the verse. Swayam confused, paran confusayanti. So, therefore, so karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana means now you are doing the karma and the phala will come in the future. The future is unknown. Don't pretend that you know it. Future is unknown. And when the karma phala comes, you cannot connect it to the karma. For that karma, I got this karma phala. You cannot connect. Therefore, the question of, I have done karma, now karma phala, I will accept, not accept, all that doesn't arise. So, because you cannot connect. They are totally disconnected, disjointed. And then, so now you are doing karma for the phala which is in the future, and thereby you become ignorant of the present. You don't pay inattentive about the present. Means you are sacrificing the present for the unknown future. Okay? Here Sri Krishna and the Mimamsakas differ. The entire Gita is a revolt against Purva Mimamsa of Kumarala Bhatta, etc. They have advocated performance of karma for the heaven. And heaven is the unknown future. Karma is now. You are sacrificing the now, the present. Otherwise you can do the same karma. You need not stop it. You do the same karma. You are offering an oblation to the Devata. You go ahead and do it. You need not stop. Provided it is the right kind of karma, you should, by all means you should do it. But don't sacrifice the present, which is the karma, to the unknown future. Connect yourself to the karma. Karmanyevadhikaraste. Adhikaraha sambandhaha. Adhikaraha sambandhaha. That is the word-to-word meaning, Mimamsakas meaning. Later you can say adhikaraha, yogyata, etc., etc. But first thing is sambandhaha. You connect, connection, the connect. So you connect yourself to the karma. Why? Because it is the present. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Never ever. Ma means ma sambandhaha. No, do not connect with the phala, which is the unknown future. So then the karma becomes spontaneous. Have this revolution in you. Suppose you say, I am doing this karma for that result. Means you have created psychological time. The psychological time is the gap between the present karma and the future phala. That is the psychological time. And you are bound. So, therefore, this you have to understand. Understanding is always in the present. Understanding, learning is always in the present, never in the future. Never in the future. You see, that day we used to have a great mathematics teacher, a great man. And so he came to the class for the first time in the semester, mathematics class, first class. We loved mathematics. We were anxiously and expectingly we are waiting and ready with pen and paper. He came. That day he started teaching binomial theorem. I looked at the binomial theorem, what he is going to teach. A plus x whole power n equal to something like that. There is a long statement. I looked at it. I could not make any sense out of it. Then he came. And he is explaining, he is putting the steps I am writing, he is putting the steps I am writing. Then I understood it. That is how you understand. Okay? No, today I did not understand binomial theorem. Tomorrow I will understand. There is no tomorrow. No, tomorrow comes. Then it comes as the present only. Then next day I understood. Then also you understand in the present only. You never understand in the future. Why should I say this? Because people, what they know, what they do, they follow a meditation technique and they assume that by doing it for 12 years they will get moksha. So they created psychological time. They won't get moksha. They get what they get. Understanding is in the present only. And understanding is not the result of a process. It is instantaneous and it is spontaneous, and therefore understanding is now, not tomorrow. Okay? Then memory is time. Memory is past. Means memory is time. Okay? When you understand Tattvamasi, I heard Tattvamasi long back, I am reading about Tattvamasi for the last 10 years and today I understood. Then that understanding of Tattvamasi has become the past culminating in the present. You won't understand it that way. In fact, when you understand Tattvamasi, your past is not there, your accumulated knowledge is not there, no memory, no mind, you are full attention, then you understand Tattvamasi. Okay? Therefore, you have to be very cautious not to admit time into the process, because time is not the door to reality. Reality is timeless. Time is not the door to reality. Therefore, if you say, I study Vedanta for 5 years, I will go to reality. That means time. It is not the door to reality. You can become a Vedanta scholar, but not a wise person. Therefore, through time, you can never come to the timeless. You got the point? Suppose I do Hare Rama, 16 lakhs, I will come to Rama. Suppose you say, is Rama timeless or time-bound? Rama is timeless, the Rama that you want to come is timeless Rama. And the 16 lakh japa is time-bound. It cannot take you to the timeless reality. You have to you can still do the japa, but you have to understand. It is the understanding which is in the more present moment. That's why, suppose you take a meditation technique. There are many schools of meditation. If you go to Rishikesh, every other ashram is a meditation ashram only, yoga. And through meditation, you take a technique. Some people have one kind of meditation, other people have another kind of meditation, so variety of meditation techniques are there. It is you choose one of them. And then somebody must have told you do it for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, then you will be liberated. You will go home and you will be doing it everlastingly. Daily morning, close the door and do it everlastingly. That kind of a time-bound process is not going to take you to the timeless reality. Therefore, the meditation should be now and here. Nididhyasanam, the kind of meditation we tell, is now and here. It is not a technique. It is on your part, it is understanding, learning, examining, exploring, that is what it is, which is always in the present. Therefore, I tell you, the vast majority of the people are in the net of time. Time is a net, vast majority. Look at the worldly people, they are in the net of time. They are planning for retirement, pension, they calculate pension, retirement, and insurance, they calculate. Everything they are planning for the future because they are in the net of time. Did you notice them successful in their plans? What is your understanding? So you have to think about it. Then the religious mind is caught in the net of time. They are badly caught because for them it is karma, karma phala. Karma phala is in the future. And what Sri Krishna said, Sri Krishna doesn't know. That's why he said like that. Something like that. It doesn't sound very wise. That is the way you look at some of these verses. Anyway, therefore, the vast majority of the people, means the worldly people and the religious crowd, and a lot of the so-called Vedanta people. Now I have covered the entire world. Are in the net of time. And in the net of time, in the net of becoming, they want to become jnanis. You want to become jnanis, you lost it already. Even before taking the first step, you lost it. Prathama kabale makshika pataha. Like that, there is a proverb in Sanskrit. Very good food is served, and I take one morsel of the food, and about to put it in the mouth, I see a dead mosquito there. Prathama kabale makshika pataha. Therefore, you go to the Vedanta, and the very first moment you introduce the element of time into self-knowledge. And so, no surprise, we remain samsaris. And after a while, somehow, we notice that nothing like self-knowledge is happening. And so now what to do it? We are caught in it, We are caught in it. And so we look around and we engage ourselves in some other activities. Okay? Like that. So start something. And start some activity and do it. What to do? Because the blessed thing is not, it doesn't seem to work. This Ātmajnana, it doesn't seem to work. And therefore, and what more to do? All japa has been done, all texts we have studied, all books we have finished. Now what else can be done? It doesn't seem to be working. Therefore, start something else. And do something similar and pious looking and start it. And people will come after you. Because the vast majority of the society is caught in the net of time. In the net of time means, you know what? In the net of becoming. Okay? Which means in the net of sorrow. Sarvam dukkham. Therefore, what is our goal now? Our goal is to put an end to psychological time, to step out of the process of becoming, to step out of the net of time, which is the net of sorrow. That is the job to be done. I noticed the time, okay? That is physical time. So you have to step out of the time. You have to put an end to time. If you, in your relationship with your spouse, if you put an end to time, meaning you put an end to memory, the relationship will blossom in a way that you could never imagine. So, if you can step out of time, it is an immediate revolution, you are liberated. Because you are essentially nityaha, that is your swarupa. Om Purnamadaḥ Purnamidam